And that's one of the bigger things I try to identify day one or day two. What is your end goal? And a lot of
Hmm.
times I don't know. Sometimes they know exactly. I want to be out in 5 years. I have a son that's going to take it over. Sometimes they say, like the first two turnarounds I did, I came in knowing the business was going to sell. And so there was an end goal in mind, and we just executed to that. And so you have to understand what is your end goal, and then I build a strategy that backs up all the way into that.
Exactly, exactly. And these strategies and these things that you can do just because your business is flatlined and just because your business is starting to turn downward doesn't mean it's the end of the line.
That's right.
You can turn it around and create a
100%.
business that has real true value to it. And these strategies can actually do it. So you mentioned earlier that you have some key strategies that help
Mhm.
increase the value of the company. What are those?
Yeah, so the biggest value drivers that you have that add to your bottom line is the very first thing is we focus on pricing strategies. A
Mm,
lot of times companies, they have fought so hard to get the customer in the door. It might have been a cost competitive situation. And so they really do not take advantage of their pricing. If their costs are going up, they normally eat that. And so our goal is to come up with a solid pricing strategy. We also look at pricing from a position of, do you have some type of an IP or something special that no one has that you can fully take advantage of that? And so that's
mhm.
really the first value driver there. Every dollar you can have, every dollar that you can charge your customer goes directly to the bottom line. The
Love it.
second focus is cost improvements, cost takeout. Again, as companies grow, they tend to get a little loose. They'll start to see their overhead creep up. They'll see their expenses
Yep.
go up. They may not be tracking their material as a cost of goods. And so we really focus on not only maintaining, but reducing your cost from a year over
Mm.
year standpoint. So I'm a Lean Six Sigma black belt. So a lot of the stuff we do is we go in there and try to implement lean manufacturing and, Six Sigma mindsets in these guys. And the
But
last
that
one,
but that Lean Six Sigma, that can be across any kind of industry. It's
100,
not specific only to manufacturing. That kind of cost analysis and waste analysis can be on employee time in a service business. So
that's
I
right.
love that. I love that
That's right.
space. Sorry.
Yeah. No worries. And the last value again, so every penny you save flows directly to the bottom line, right? So we're going to watch our costs. We make sure that as a percentage of sales you are maintaining. The goal would be actually to reduce it 3, 4, 5% year over year. And the last value driver is new business growth. You've got to
Mhm.
always be having something, one, to continue to have price to, two, to continue to take cost out. And then it's just healthy to have your business grow year over year. So if you do a 3% pricing strategy, 3% cost reduction strategy, and a 3% new business strategy. And while maintaining a cost structure that's effective, you can anticipate roughly a 8 to 10% year over year growth in net income. But it takes insane discipline and intention with everything you do to make that thing happen.
But it takes incremental changes, not these big wonkin',
Correct.
turn everybody upside down kinda changes. A 3% change
That's
in your
right.
cost structure
That's right.
leads to a 10% or more, growth. That's
That's right.
amazing numbers.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
you have
love
to
that.
really do all 3, and a lot of
Yes.
times what you'll see is they'll freak out, "I gotta go sell," and they'll all of a sudden you'll see their top line just quadruple year over year, and it's like, that now you're gonna lose control, now your costs are truly gonna get out of control. Since you're out of control operationally, you can't go grow again, so your stuff starts to drop back down. Again, it's to your
Yep.
point, incremental, controlled, disciplined growth. So I try to tell people 6% top line growth is healthy and controllable. You can
Mm.
sustain that. It's manageable. You can manage your costs in that arena. It's reasonable. So anytime you see more or less, you have to say, okay, is this a healthy growth? And again, that's a generic number, but that's just a good target to hit for.
I love it. I love it. And it's not out of line, right?
Right.
So it's something that's a reasonable go for it, but you've got to have a strategic plan. You've got to know and have everybody pushing towards that goal so nothing falls apart. I love your example of, oh, if you go out and you go, oh, we got to sell, and then they, get a lot of good sales, and then their operation can't
Yeah.
deliver on it and
Yeah.
everything falls apart. You've got to have everybody moving in that same direction.
That's
And I
right.
think doing it without the spikes and the valleys, really allows your company to smooth into the new growth and
That's
allow
right.
you to scale essentially to match the growth. So It's a lot of great opportunities. And I love this because all of this, leads to a great business that you can sell sometime in the future. So I know that these ideas can stay put for a long time.